نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Professor Dominique Courcelle, I am very grateful to him for arranging this program. It is very important for all of us to understand each other's culture, because without this understanding it is not possible to establish peace and peaceful coexistence in the world. Why is justice necessary in human societies? Because we all desire peace, and peace is not possible without justice. As we will see from certain ayahs of the Quran after a little while. All human beings are Khalifas of God, vicegerents of God, because they have been created by Him. Since we are the creatures of the same being, therefore we are all brothers with respect to each other, brothers and sisters, and brotherhood would be meaningless unless there is justice. Now, what does justice demand? It is very easy to say there should be justice, but there are certain implications of justice that must be fulfilled. Justice demands that the resources we have on earth should be used equitably to ensure the well-being of all. This is what all of us desire, the well-being of, and this has to be ensured. And how can this be ensured if there is no justice? So justice is one of the most important ingredients of human life to ensure the well-being of all. And the Quran has therefore emphasized this to a great extent. It says, "I'dilu huwa aqrabu lit-taqwa." Be just, because this is nearest to piety. And piety is the springboard for all human virtues, and therefore justice has to be ensured. And the Quran also says that your enmity for any particular group of people should not lead you to do injustice to them. And also the Quran says that all the messengers of God were sent to this world to establish justice. So justice has received a great deal of significance in the Quran and also the traditions of the Prophet. The Prophet said that injustice will be pitch darkness on the day of judgment. And why it will be pitch darkness on the day of judgment? Because of the injustice we have committed in this world. So whoever has been unjust will have this darkness, pitch darkness in the hereafter. And also injustice leads to problems for all different people. So justice has to be one of the important goals of human society. And the Prophet said that az-zulmu zulumat yawm al-qiyamah, that injustice will be pitch darkness on the day of judgment. Now this has been reflected in the writings of all Muslim scholars. Mawardi, one of the great scholars, there is nothing that destroys the world and the conscience of all people faster than injustice. If there is no justice, there will be destruction and unhappiness and strife, and it will lead to all different types of problems. Ibn Taymiyyah states that justice is required towards everyone and everything. This means that not only to human beings, but justice also to animals, birds and insects and the environment. Because environment is clean environment is necessary for our lives, and therefore we have to do justice also to the environment as well as to animals, birds and insects. So justice towards everyone and everything is imperative according to Imam Ibn Taymiyyah. And he also says injustice is absolutely not permissible, irrespective of whether it is to a Muslim or a non-Muslim or even to an unjust person. So all people deserve justice, whether they are Muslims or not Muslims. And as he says, even an unjust person, we cannot be unjust to an unjust person. We have to treat him justly. And if he deserves punishment, he has to face it in a court of justice. Ibn Taymiyyah upheld an adage, God upholds a just state even if it is non-Muslim, but does not uphold an unjust state even if it is believing. So for even a Muslim society, if it wants to develop, it has to ensure justice in the society. And if there is no justice, there will be no development. Ibn Khaldun also said the same thing in Az-Zulma Mukharribun lil Umran. Injustice destroys civilization. So it is not possible for a country to develop without justice. And you can see that countries where there is justice have faster rate of development, because then all people are willing to work hard and to contribute their best. If there is no justice, then people are not willing to work hard and to do their best. And what are the implications of justice? It has to be for all and not just a few, even for animals, birds and insects and the environment. The well-being of all must be ensured. It is not the well-being of just a few of the rich people, but also all people in society. Their well-being has to be ensured. Their needs must be fulfilled. However, these needs must be fulfilled through their own labor, because begging is not allowed in Islam, and begging is below the dignity of a human being, because he is the Khalifa or the vicegerent of God, and therefore he has to have dignity, and this dignity is destroyed if he has to beg. So the society has to make arrangements for people to be able to earn their living with their own labor. And as one of the adages in Islam states, something without which an obligation cannot be fulfilled is also obligatory, which means that if a person wants to earn a living, the arrangements have to be made and to enable him to earn his living. There should be training, he should receive training in such a way that he is able to earn. There should be availability of work, which means that society should try to arrange full employment, and to arrange full employment there has to be training and experience, and also development in such a way that everybody is able to find a job according to his qualifications. So this is the implication of justice. It means that their needs have to be fulfilled. These needs have to be fulfilled through their own labor, and for this purpose the economy needs to have full employment, so that everybody is able to find a job in accordance with his qualifications. And this for people to have necessary qualifications, training and experience has to be arranged, and there has to be a reasonable amount of development in the country so that work opportunities expand and people are able to find work without much difficulty. So these are some of the implications of justice, and the most important thing, of course, is that there cannot be peace in this world unless there is justice, and this peace has to be for everyone. Justice has to be for everyone and not just a few people in any society. So we have to remove discrimination and arrange training program for everyone and expand the economy in such a way that everybody is able to find a job in accordance with his qualifications. Thank you.